going on, everybody? It is time for a really special treat here on the So Wizard Podcast YouTube channel. Obviously, I'm your boy Joey. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Adam Wally Hawk. You guys are used to seeing him all the time here on YouTube. We're super psyched because Amazon Studios allowed us to get an early look at the Wheel of Time television series. We got to watch the first 3 episodes. We're going to give you a non-spoiler review, our thoughts on those first 3 episodes a little bit. And we're not going to spoil anything at all, like I said, so don't worry about it. We'll do a full review once the season is over on the main podcast. We're going to pull Mr. Wally Hawk right onto the show with us because I know he's going to be watching. Oh, was that a spoiler for this video? I know he'll be watching the rest of the season. So, I mean, we got to give a huge shout out again to Amazon Studios for letting us watch these episodes early. Super excited. But yeah, man, let's jump into it. Adam, we got to watch these first 3 episodes of The Wheel of Time. Had you ever read the books?
I read the first one, and I remember after I finished it, what the hell did I just read? Because it's so dense, but moves so slow. And it's just this whole world that they just kind of drop at your feet, which normally I love, but I just, I felt like I didn't retain anything from it.
I read the entire series. It's long. It's good, but it's long. And I always tell people it's the best 3 books stretched into 14 you're ever going to read. The middle part is not great. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're being honest here on So Wizard Podcast because we got to watch the shows early from Amazon. Doesn't mean we're not going to be honest. That middle part is rough. That's rough. It does get better towards the middle, into the middle, and the end is great. And the beginning, first 3 books are amazing, but yeah, man, the middle is tough. It's a tough slog, and those are thick ass books. It's like 900 something pages each. So not the easiest thing to push across the table to somebody and say, hey, check this out, especially if you're not huge into fantasy. But in a world where Game of Thrones was a gigantic smash hit, we've got new series and new ideas coming across our television screen. So we got finally, this has been in development a long time, The Wheel of Time. So we got the first 3 episodes. Adam, what'd you think?
I gotta say I loved it. I mean, I don't know how to dance around it any more than that. I was all in after the first episode because the first episode is such a great launching point. I mean, Amazon could have just sent us the 1 and I would have been hooked. But the fact that we got 2 additional hours was awesome.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, man. I was all in after episode 1. The other 2 episodes were great as well. The first episode definitely sets everything up, has a big, huge action scene with it. And you're just like, all right, I'm all in. The rest of the episodes kind of go up and down in terms of whether there's action or more story. But that first episode just blew me away, man. I was all in after that. It really does follow the book. And so having read the books and remembering a lot from them, I was just like, all right, like there's that person, there's this thing. I'm trying to be vague because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Yeah. But there's this, there's that, there's Gone Girl, there's, all this stuff. And it looks great. It looks great. It gave me a vibe, and I don't want to keep bringing back Game of Thrones into the conversation, but it gave me that vibe like Game of Thrones early seasons when the show was good.
Like when you watch the first season of that show, you're seeing something special.
Right. And that was the vibe I got from this, was just like more of what I wanted going forward from Game of Thrones instead of it going off the rails. Now, the good thing about Wheel of Time is that it's all already written. So there's no need to worry about rogue producers deciding they'd rather make Star Wars movies or work for Netflix and running off and ruining the story. It's all already written, so you don't have to worry about it. That's the good thing. So I got to tell you, those first 3 episodes were tight, man. I was all in going forward from those 3 episodes. Without getting into spoilers, now, was there anything that really jumped out to you that just like kind of took you right off the bat?
A lot of this is really just for the pilot because it did such a good job of giving you a little taste of everything. Like, here's your core group of characters. Here's the larger goal of the season, if not the series. Here's what our kind of primary villain looks like. Here's what our magic looks like. They really just kind of like checked all those boxes, but it didn't feel like a formula. It didn't feel like you were just doing a paint by numbers.
Right. And
Yeah, go
That
ahead.
was definitely something that I noticed too, the way it flowed, because like you said, the books are thick and they're dense. There's a lot, and Robert Jordan writing those books goes into a lot of detail, especially in those middle books. It gets excruciating at times, the amount of detail he goes into, and they were able to take that and turn it into something really easy to watch. I would have no problem. I know we're nerds, so it's easy for me to say, "Hey, here's this thing, watch it," and you're going to be a little easier to buy in. I would feel 100% confident pushing this across the table and say, "Hey, I know you liked Game of Thrones and you didn't like a little bit towards the end when it got kind of crappy. Check this out. I think you're going to like it." And they're not going to lose anybody off the bat, at least for the first couple seasons, episodes, at least for the first couple episodes that we saw. You're not going to lose anybody. People are going to be right there for episode 4 after these 3.
Yeah.
What did you think of the casting? Because I know I was in that boat where the cast was announced, and I was just kind of looking at them, and they show you, you see like stock photos of somebody from some other thing they were in or headshots, and I'm like, man, I'm not really feeling some of these guys. They don't look like they're described in the book.
Because I only like I had a familiarity with the property, but it wasn't like my thing. Like when they announced Wheel of Time, oh cool, I'll check it out. It's a fantasy
Yeah, you
series.
didn't read 17,000 pages of
Right. I
it.
didn't dedicate
Yeah.
years to it. Especially reading it as it came out, I imagine was a struggle for people. 14 books. So I just kind of went into it almost fresh. So when they introduced the characters, I didn't really have oh, this isn't what I pictured for this character. So maybe that worked to my benefit because I thought I just took them at face value and they all did great.
Right. And, for me, without turning this into some kind of conversation that's like weird or creepy or like, hey, man, Captain Marvel sucks, man. Like that kind of YouTube video. You're taking it back a little bit. You're like, whoa, everybody in the books is, white, and everyone that they're casting is extremely diverse. What's going on here? Some people might be taken back by that. I got to tell you, within 30 seconds of these people appearing on screen, you don't give 2 craps about any of that anymore. Everybody was perfect in this thing, right down to the minor characters walking around in the background. Everything fit. Everybody was good, man. I thought Perrin was really good. I really liked him. That was played by Marcus Rutherford. I really thought he was good in this. That was probably my favorite character in the 3 of them. I really liked Matt. Even how the hell you say her name? Eugene.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I don't think her name's Eugene. I don't think Rand would want to hook up with a girl named Eugene. But yeah, Ninmei, like I'm mispronouncing all the names because I just that's how I would pronounce them when I started reading the books.
Right, because you had no pronunciation.
Yeah, I know they sound like land. All the characters they do look a little different than you expect from reading the books. It's zero issue, man. It all fits right in. Every character is awesome in this. And I know it sounds like we're tongue bathing their balls because we got to watch them free and early, but we're not, because we tell you if
it's
it sucked.
that
Or,
good. Yeah, we would.
or it would be like thinly veiled. Like we'd be like, oh, it was all right. Or
Yeah, we
I really
liked
liked
it a little bit.
I really liked the cinematography of it, but and like not go into it. But dude, this is tight. This
Actually, the
is
cinematography,
good.
it is one thing. Like they traveled all over Europe
Yeah.
to get these amazing places that look fantastical. Going back to the casting, the one thing I was a little bit worried about was Rosamund Pike, because
Yep.
she's such a big name, such a familiar face, and American, where everyone else has, European, UK, Australian accents. But she really blends right in and was just as dedicated to her role as anybody. So that was cool. And after, I don't know, probably 20 minutes with her, it wasn't Rosamund Pike anymore. It was just her character.
Yeah, and it fits. She looks like she stepped right out of the pages. Like a lot of stuff in this looks like it stepped right out of the pages, which is amazing to me. But like, yeah, man, I just wanted to throw it out there. Like if people were concerned about the casting, there's no issue with the casting. The cast is phenomenal in this. Like I am so all in on this. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so surprised because I was not expecting it to be that good. We've been through a couple now of these shows that, let's be real, are existing only because Game of Thrones was a hit. I mean, we all watched Shannara Chronicles on Spike. It was god awful.
I made it like 3 episodes. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few of these now. There's been movies like I don't know, like I can't even remember some like Legend of the Seekers, the movies, or some horrible sword and sorcery type movies that have come out, just trying to ape off the success of Game
Even
of
just the
Thrones.
adaptation world, I was
Yeah.
worried like Lock and Key on Netflix, and now recently Why the Last Man. It's like they just missed why people liked the story,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they
These
just
were just
crapped all over it.
big swings, but big misses on a
Yeah,
lot of
and I
this
was
stuff.
worried a $500 million miss for Amazon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can afford it, but at the same time, it doesn't mean we're going to want to watch it. So,
Well, yeah, that's my thing. I don't care about Amazon's money. I wanted a good show.
yeah. Oh, unless they want to give me some of it,
Yeah, then I'll take it.
But the show was fantastic. So, I mean, we're really trying to not spoil anything like at all. I don't want to tell you anything about this other than one, you should definitely watch it. Two, if you're a fan of fantasy type stuff, you're going to absolutely love this. Three, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones type stuff, but you weren't really into fantasy in the past, you should still give this a try because this gives you that feel, man. I got that feel from this. I felt like this is what I've still been missing in my life now that Game of Thrones has either been awful or is now gone. So
Yeah. We'll probably never get the end of those books either. So just kind of put it out of your mind and move on.
yeah. Adam, any final thoughts, non-spoiler for the fans out there, looking for advice if they should watch this or not?
I think you really just summed it up, and it does sound like we're going too far, like bending over backwards to blow Amazon on this one, but they did it. Everyone involved just nailed it, and I'm all in. It feels like a very long wait from screener to getting to watch it for real.
Yeah, yeah. We haven't been able to talk about even having seen it at all. Like nothing. We can't say anything
We don't
about
even know when we're posting this.
right. We don't. We're recording this right now. We don't know when we're allowed to post this. We weren't allowed to talk about it. We can't post on social media about it right now. We're under NDA agreement for having seen these. And I really I've seen some discussion online of the show and people are a little wary and I want to be like, hey, I've seen it and it's awesome. But I can't jump in and do that, unfortunately. But
they're very clear about not.
Yeah, we're being very careful here. And like I said at the beginning, we're very, very thankful to Amazon for letting us see these early and the opportunity. So, but please don't think that is why we're so into it. It's just as a fan of the books, as a this guy over here, non-fan of the books, it both hit us in the right way. We both loved it. I am giving it 2 huge thumbs up right now. Absolutely. Unless it goes completely off the rails in the rest of the episodes. I can't imagine not loving this, Adam.
I think anyone watching, at least give it the pilot.
Yep.
Just give it 1 episode, and if it doesn't hook you, then I don't know why, but maybe it's just not for you.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's going to be people it's just not for. Some people just will not like it. No matter what.
But this is a great pilot. It's not like you have to watch 5 to see what the show's really like. The pilot is it.
Right. If you're not in by the end of the pilot, I don't know what to tell you. I was ready to watch the whole season if they would have gave it to us. I had to eventually get up and go to work, but it's that good. So at least for me, for Adam, right now, 3 episodes in, a non-spoiler. Watch this damn show. Wheel of Time is fucking awesome.
All in.
That's all I gotta tell you. Wheel of Time is awesome. Yeah. It's really good. I really wanted. I want to spoil stuff.
So I know. I want to go into more depth, but maybe that's what we'll do for Patreon. Is we'll just do episode by episode.
Right. Well, I mean, we'll figure out a way. Like I said, we'll be talking about it on the main podcast once the season is done. That's what we love to do on the main show. So wizardpodcast.com. If it's your first time even seeing any of our stuff, because you want to know about Wheel of Time. The main podcast is there every week. Usually we wait about a week. So the season will end. We'll wait a week, give everybody time to catch up. And then we'll do a review show. We'll have Adam on with us as well. And we'll just go through the whole season and see what we thought. But man, I'm telling you, watch this show. Watch it. Just like Adam said, just watch the pilot. Just watch that pilot. If you don't like it, you can come in the comments below and say, Joey, Adam, you guys are nuts. This show stinks. I don't think you're going to say that. I feel very confident, dollars to donuts. If you're a nerd like us, you're going to love this damn show. So
absolutely.
Wheel of Time, big thumbs up from me. Adam.
Absolutely.
Big thumbs up.
I'm all there. I'm all there on us.
So that's it, man. That's non-spoiler. I wish we could talk a lot more about it and spoil everything, but we don't want to be that show. We don't want to be Variety tweeting spoilers out to you. So we'll we'll leave it at that. Yeah, man. Again, thank you so much to Amazon Studios for giving us the opportunity. And thank you for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to hear more cool stuff on our YouTube channel. Otherwise, we'll see you guys soon. Good journey.